This Phasmophobia situation's getting more hot and sizzling than a fresh plate of fajitas you order at Chili's. They bring it out to you and tell you it's a hot plate, but you grab it anyway and you burn your dang hand. Well, I'm here to break down the situation for you and tell you what's going on. A few days ago, I posted a video about the new Phasmophobia character customization update. Now, I didn't realize how much of a controversy adding an update to a 6-year-old game like Phasmophobia would be, but man, people in the comments had opinions.
Yeah, I got an opinion about that.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Well, I think they need to add hot skins to the game.
Oh, what, like Marvel Rival skins?
No, not like Marvel Rivals. More like Glenn Powell.
What? Like the actor?
Yeah, I think Glenn Powell was super hot when he played Star Fox in the Mario Galaxy movie.
What, you mean like his voice?
Yeah.
So wait, let me get this straight. You want Glenn Powell's voice to be a new skin in Phasmophobia. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
So basically, people are getting pretty upset about how this game is adding bare minimum updates for a game that's been out for freaking ever. They're saying stuff like if this was any other game and not some indie company, that we would be flaming the heck out of these games. And you know, I think this person might be right. To be fair, Phasmophobia has been out for 6 years now, and character customization is a pretty basic thing to add to a game. I mean, I have plenty of costumes that I put on Goo Boy that it only took me about a couple months to add.
I personally like my detective outfit. I've seen better.
Oh, what? You don't like my detective outfit?
No, I think it's pretty basic. I think you got better ones in there.
Well, maybe I like my detective outfit, Mr. Ugly Goo Boy. Maybe you should shut up.
I'm just saying.
One of the biggest defenses I've seen about why they haven't updated the game so far is because the dev team is pretty small. Apparently, the game started as a one-person project and quickly grew to 5 members, but it stayed that way for a long time. And now the dev team has grown to a size of over 30 people, which is quite a bit. Which brings us to another hot topic of this character update. Why has it taken this long when the game has made so much money? According to Steam Revenue Calculator, the game has an estimated net revenue of $131 million. And this is just on Steam, so of course people are upset. Why does a company that has made so much revenue taken so long to add one of the most basic functions you can add to a video game? Some people are even claiming that the game made so much money and the company just took all that money in and just sat on it and bought a bunch of extra double cheeseburgers at McDonald's. And now that the players are deciding, yeah, this isn't good enough for me, I'm out of here. They're like, hold on, wait a minute. Now I'm gonna try. Now I'm gonna put in some effort here. Check this out. Crazy, huge update. We're doing a character customization. What, every other game has that? Well, now Phasmophobia has that. How does that make you feel?
Well, that doesn't make me feel too good.
Yeah, I know. That's why people are upset.
Yeah, I kind of agree with them. But, you know, what other defenses are people making? Are people on the dev side too? You know, they're real people. They have feelings.
I'm glad you bring that up, Ugly Goo Boy, because yes, these are real people, and being a game dev myself, I feel for them. It's really hard to make a game and update it all the time, and the expectations people have these days with games are insane. So when you start off with a small dev team and people are yelling at you all the time to add updates, it's really tough to be inspired to make those updates. And game dev isn't exactly the easiest thing. It takes time to model all of those characters, to code all of the things that work behind the scenes to make the outfits change for you, and then you have to bug test like crazy because you never know what kind of situation people are going to be in and how something is going to react in the game. So it takes a very long time, and they probably wanted to get it right. But at the same time, they also added a bunch of other updates before they added this, while this was the most requested update that they could have possibly had. Which makes me stop to think, did they just add this update now because the player base is depleting?
Let's find out.
I'm using the Steam database website here to look at the concurrent viewers of Phasmophobia over this is the last week right here. But if I go to a month, pretty consistent, it drops a little bit, yeah. If I go to 3 months, pretty dang consistent across the board. 6 months, consistent. 1 year, consistent. We got a couple little spikes. And if I look at all the years, you can see we got the starting spike, of course, some kind of mid-season probably spike here, and then besides that, it's pretty dang consistent across the board. So looking at those statistics, I'm not really sure why they decided to drop the update at this time. Maybe it really did just take that long for them to add the update to the game, and maybe there's more to it than we actually know.
I hope there's a lot more to it. I want the monsters to be a lot more scary.
Yeah, that was always one of the big problems I had with the game. Anytime a monster would show up, I wouldn't get scared at all because it would just be some old lady waddling towards me, asking me if I want any of her butterscotch candies. But sometimes I just wonder if we ask too much of game devs. These people are just slaving away, like trying to make sure every little thing works properly, or else Timmy at home is gonna write a tweet about it whenever he clips through a wall and tell the whole world that this dev sucks. And meanwhile, this dev is just trying to make a living. You know, if I got a bunch of cash like that all of a sudden from a game, I think I would sit on it for a while too. You know, it's kind of unfortunate that these companies, these small indie dev teams even, are expected to take every dime that they make from selling the game and immediately put it back into the game so they can update it for you later on. But I guess that goes back to the problem of a game should be finished before it is released. A game shouldn't be sitting in limbo in beta mode for the first like 5 years of its life cycle and then saying like, oh, it's finally the 1.0 release. Now you guys can have it. I feel like when you go with this kind of release cycle, people start expecting there to be updates non-stop.
Yeah, I want a multiplayer update. Yep. And I want a close update. Yep. And I want can you add an only up mode, please?
Yeah, sure, I'll get on it. Yeah, okay.
And then while you're at it, can you make sure I can wear my anime girl skin in the game?
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm honestly not sure what to think. Do you guys have any opinions? I'm kind of torn on the subject because I am a game dev myself. I've made this whole Goo Boy game, but like at the same time, I feel like if I was the one handling that in Phasmophobia, I could have had it done a lot faster. So I don't know. I'm really torn on the subject. I don't want to be mean to game devs. I don't want to be mean to game consumers. Y'all are both right, okay? Everyone's right. Just don't be mad, okay? Whatever you do, don't be mad at me.